that you face as a writer? What challenges do you face as far as being true to that original story? And
well, with that project specifically, but I guess also in general. I mean, we read it and then we put it aside because the novel is one thing and then the movie is often another. And what we saw for that story was very visual and was different, but certainly the same in terms of its theme and its tone and its inspiration. But really, we took it just another direction.
I think it depends on the piece of material that you're looking at, and certainly with any kind of adaptation or even a rewrite, it's like, well, what is the movie, and what works in, if it's a rewrite, it's like what works in it in this draft that's inspiring to us. It's like, okay, well, this works, I like this, but here's where I think we could maybe do something better or different that works towards the movie that we're seeing. But it's always, I think, about you have to let go of the material to some degree and figure out, how do we make this if there was no book, how is this a great standalone movie?
Do you know the end of the story? Do you know where it's going? Do you have kind of a complete picture of it, or does it kind of breadcrumb along?
I think for us, we know where we're going. I mean, because we beat everything out ahead of time. So
before we actually write the scenes, we definitely map out the whole story. That doesn't mean that things don't change dramatically when we're rewriting, but we definitely feel like we need beginning, middle, end as an anchor. I think.
But I'm always fascinated by other writers and how they, some writers
people who just sit down and go and don't know where they're going, that would terrify me.
I know, God bless them, I don't know how they do it, but I think that's incredible. I think the Coen brothers do that, but they're geniuses. So,
it's kind of their style of film, though. You're watching, you have no idea where it's going.
I know, I mean, and then there's other writers who I know, I've read about. I read John Irving just writes the last chapter first and then goes from there, which I think is also really interesting. So everybody has their own method.
Do you find that you always stay on the same page with each other, or is there...
No, I mean, it's you have the roadmap, but it's just, the outline is still just a roadmap, and we've learned in doing this that you have to, okay, we've got that down, but we're not going to be married to it. And sometimes what we'll do is we'll write like the first act and then like stop and read back through and actually rewrite the first act, like to make sure we're still in sync and, okay, does this make sense now where we're still headed? Because maybe we need to change the roadmap because things that we didn't anticipate when we mapped it out in writing the first act have changed stuff. So, that's kind of how it evolves too.
I like how you both were about to know.
Yeah, we've had some arguments.
Are there things that...
They're all healthy, though.
either one of you really wanted in this film that the other one didn't want in this film and that ended up staying or going?
I so wanted nudity, but I tried. I fought, but I lost that battle. I'm sorry. No, I don't know. I mean...
No, we were pretty... I don't think so.
I don't think there was anything that... I mean, I think at the end of the day, one of the reasons that I think we work really well together is that we have so much respect for each other's opinion. And at the end of the day, if there's something where it's like, we'll go tooth and nail as far as like, no, this works and here's why. No, it doesn't work and here's why.
Just whoever's louder.
But I think at the end of the day, once we come to a decision about, okay, we're cutting this out, okay, we're keeping this in, we doff the cap and move on. So I don't think there's anything that it's like, damn you for not getting that in there. No.